Hello, Council. Today's topic is the impartiality and independence of arbitrators and how to navigate potential conflicts of interest in arbitration. We've already touched on the significance of selecting impartial arbitrators, but today we're going to dive deeper into what that really means and how it plays out in practice. Impartiality and independence are the cornerstones of any arbitration process. They ensure that the arbitrator's judgment is free from bias and that decisions are based solely on the merits of the case. But what do these terms really mean? Impartiality refers to the arbitrator's mindset. An impartial arbitrator is one who has no preconceived notions or biases towards any party. Independence, on the other hand, refers to the arbitrator's relationships, whether personal, professional, or financial, with the parties involved. Even the perception of bias can be enough to undermine an arbitrator's independence. One of the key challenges in ensuring impartiality and independence is identifying potential conflicts of interest. The International Bar Association Guidelines on Conflicts of Interest in International Arbitration provide a useful framework for this. The IBA Guidelines categorize potential conflicts into three lists: red, orange, and green. The red list contains situations where conflicts of interest are severe enough that an arbitrator should not accept the appointment unless the parties specifically agree otherwise. The orange list includes situations that may raise doubts about the arbitrator's impartiality or independence, but can be waived by the parties. The green list contains scenarios where no real conflict exists and the arbitrator's independence is not in question. Understanding these guidelines is crucial for both arbitrators and the parties involved. It's not just about avoiding actual conflicts, but also about preventing any appearance of bias, which could later serve as grounds for challenging an arbitrator's appointment or the final award. Arbitrators have a duty to disclose any circumstances that might give rise to doubts about their impartiality or independence. This obligation continues throughout the arbitration process. For example, if an arbitrator becomes aware of a new relationship or interest that might affect their impartiality, they must disclose it immediately. But disclosure alone is not always enough. Parties must carefully assess any disclosed information and decide whether it's significant enough to warrant a challenge. And here's where things can get tricky. Too many challenges or challenges that are perceived as frivolous can be seen as attempts to delay the proceedings. On the other hand, failing to challenge when necessary can lead to a biased tribunal, undermining the entire process. There are practical steps to ensure impartiality. So, what can be done to safeguard the impartiality of the tribunal? First, thorough due diligence is essential when selecting an arbitrator. This includes checking their professional history, relationships, and any other factors that might influence their judgment. The use of institutional rules like those from the IBA can also provide additional safeguards. Finally, if a conflict does arise, it's important to address it promptly and transparently. Whether through disclosure, challenge, or even the removal of the arbitrator, taking action early can prevent bigger issues down the line. In summary, maintaining impartiality and independence in arbitration is not just about following the rules, it's about upholding the integrity of the process. By being vigilant and proactive, both arbitrators and parties can navigate potential conflicts of interest and ensure a fair and unbiased tribunal. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope this helps you better understand the importance of impartiality in arbitration. See you in the next episode.